Universitetsbyen Oxford reiser seg foran øynene på oss. Der vi sitter på toget fra Paris, via Verona, Heidelberg og Budapest. Det er vakkert som en fornøyelsespark, men det er en forskningspark, bygd av Huawei like utenfor storbyen Shenzhen. Her jobber mer enn 20 000 av de fremste teknologene i selskapet, med ideer som kanskje blir til nye kommersielle løsninger 8-10 år frem i tid.
But let's have a look at what happens in Asia, and very specifically in Shenzhen, which is where we're based. Over here, if you have an innovative idea or product, you can find lots of companies who can prototype it and manufacture it very, very quickly and inexpensively. And you can take it to market very quickly.
Det har kostet $1,5 milliarder å bygge dette anlegget. Det strekker seg over 1400 mål med universitetsbygg fra 12 europeiske byer. Hun som sitter attmed meg på toget er synlig stolt over arbeidsplassen sin. Vi henter inspirasjon fra Europa, sier hun. Men er ikke det ironisk? Vi lærer om åpenhet fra dere. Men akkurat nå så virker det som om Vesten har ombestemt seg. Som om dere vil stoppe globaliseringen. Det bor rundt 13 millioner mennesker i Shenzhen. Byen som har passert både Beijing og Shanghai på liste over de mest attraktive byene i Kina. Fiskerlandsbyen fra 1979 er ikke til å kjenne att. Shenzhen ble definert som spesiell økonomisk zone i 1980. Da bestemte Deng Xiaoping seg for å gjøre området til et pilotprosjekt for å teste ut kapitalisme. Hun som sitter attmed meg på toget sier, «Jeg er født og oppvaksen her i Shenzhen, men like fullt, denne byen er ikke til å kjenne att.»
Vi skal straks få besøk av Huawei. Welcome to Norway.
Hello.
Nice to see you. I'm just going to show a few facts about your company. Let's see if you agree. You're a big company.
Yes.
You are 180,000 employees in 170 countries. You're being used by 3 billion people around the world, and your revenue last year was around 1,000 Norwegian billion kroner in 2018. You do telecommunication, mobile phones, and you do business solutions.
It's a little bit update. The number being increased to 194,000, I think, and the revenue being increased.
Your revenue is
almost
increasing.
like maybe 120 billion US dollar this year. But let's see what will the final result will be released this month.
But then you have a bit of a challenge in Norway and around the world with your image. A lot of people are worried about Huawei. And yes. I posed a question on Twitter. I'm going to do this in Norwegian for a while. I asked, jeg lurer på en ting, hva er det første du tenker på når du hører om Huawei? Jeg fikk 200 svar på dette. Noen nevner mobil og Therese Johaug. You know Therese Johaug? It's your sponsor poster. Johaug, 5G nevner mange. You're big on 5G. 5G and spying, some people say. Surveillance, avlytting, overvåking, kinesiske myndigheter. Then I got this. I had to translate. Forfalskede, billige og enkle varer. I'm not sure if that's true. And then some people say my phone. They say a very good phone. They say a very good phone with a very good camera. And one guy said, huffa meg. And another guy said, folks feil uttale av firmanavnet. Let's start there. How do you pronounce the name of your company?
Huawei.
Huawei.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of Norwegians say Huawei. Is that okay?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. Are you a front for Chinese intelligence? Are you spies?
And I know that there are many noise, and some people try to misleading the people, and especially some politicians. But I think that Huawei delivers solution to our customer, and also respond to their need, and also we are cooperating with many different third parties. But to be a spy, that is the last thing we do. And we are, you might know that, think we are maybe one of the few companies under heavy investigation from US and also from the world. Any tiny mistake or tiny issues might become a disaster. There's no chance for us to do any bad things there. And also in terms of our business, we have, as you said, that we have business all over the whole the world, more than 170 countries, and cooperating. I think during the past 30 years, we're cooperating with more than 500 operators.
Yep.
They're all very smart.
And you built a 4G network in Norway.
Yeah.
So that's yours. But still, some people, Americans, they worry. The American Basket League, NBA, is very popular in China. And when one of the coaches for one of the teams tweeted support for the demonstrations in Hong Kong, CCTV and Tencent stopped broadcasting their games. So do you understand that people in the West may worry that for some political reason, Huawei would do something, turn off the 5G network?
The first thing, when we are operating in Norway, we are a Norwegian company, and we fully comply to the Norwegian law. This is the first. I think the second, and technically, if we are not able to do anything, because physically, like in Norway here, we are physically isolated from the network. We are not allowed to touch the network. Only the people have permission from our customer, from operator, or from the government, then they are able to touch the equipment. So technically, also it's not possible. And the third, as I said, that if we are cooperating with so many operators in the world, if they're very smart, anything be done, then they will know. We might not trust Huawei, but we should trust the company or operators in our country, in Norway. And also, we might not trust one of them, but we should trust that all those 500 companies from 170 countries as a group, they are very smart.
We're going to leave this theme, but do you find it unfair that the Americans target Huawei like they do, like the Trump administration do?
And I think then from day one, I think then the whole company, we embrace collaborations. We have many cooperation with many American companies, from R&D development, from HR management, also from the supply chain. I think it is something we are staying in the open ecosystem. And if it happened to one of us, then we'll hurt back to the whole systems. I think then from this point of view, I think then the sanction or something on Huawei is not good for everyone here. And at the same time, I think today, I think after 30 years, quite successful development from Huawei, I think especially last year, under huge pressures, we still achieved like almost 120 billions. More than 18% increase. Then very successful times, then the company have a quite big challenge at the moment. It's good to have high pressures.
Let's look back for a while. You have a global reach all over the world, and you're a young company. What's your Huawei story? Where did it start?
1987 in Shenzhen, and a young company, and as the city is very young. So then after, I think, almost 32 years, then in the beginning, I think that we focus on Chinese market and mainly focus on like the countryside, selling some land switch, low-end equipment. Then step by step, with more success, then we go, in 2000, I think, in the beginning of 2000s, I think then the company moved outside and moved from China to the world. Then also at that time, I joined the company. Then, so I think then during the past 20 years, I think that 20 years ago, we established the first R&D center in Stockholm. Then after 20 years, then we have more and more those
and now you're
there.
all over the world building important infrastructure and rebuilding too, when it gets broken. You had a slide, I think, that shows the work you do all over. You try to be quick and cheap. How do you do that?
And I think that as a big company today, and although based on China, but we are an international company, then we're thinking about that the long-term, the sustainable development for the ecosystem is important. At the same time, I think that we would like to contribute as citizens, corporate citizens, and also in Norway here. We are young in Norway, but we are learning to improve. So then also I think we are open to listen to all of you. If anything we need to be improved as a Norwegian corporate citizen, then we are happy to listen.
What are your ambitions in Norway?
And we start the office, I think, 2007, and more than 10 years already. During the past 12 years, I think we have quite successful cooperation with many customers in Norway and also many partners. And in the coming years will be challenging. I think that will definitely be continuously challenges. But we're looking forward to contribute back to the society. And we noticed that, I think, at the beginning of the year, the Digitalization Ministry, then they announced the artificial intelligence strategy. And this is also our strategic focus in the future. Then we do believe that we can contribute.
Why is 5G important? What can you tell us about 5G for those of us who haven't experienced it? How will it change the way we interact?
5G, and technically I think it's not a big difference compared to 4G, 2G, or 3G. And just, faster. It's like just faster and bigger bandwidth, and also guaranteed latency. And this, all we talk about 5G, but in day one here, I think that this will take time, and also need many companies to participate together. For 5G, I think that there are more than 500 companies working on the research from 10 years ago. Then we all work for the same target. And what we build here is the platform. But the platform is just the base and need more cooperation from different third party, different companies to develop their applications. Based on this platform, then which can enable more service for the future. So, but this needs the cooperation from everyone.
Innovation is important to you. I think half your staff are doing innovation.
Yes.
Why is that so important?
Unfortunately, I think we are staying in a very, dynamic change industry. Everything's changing very fast. As I mentioned, I think I joined the company in 2001 after the universities. And at that time, I think I worked for transmission and in R&D as R&D engineer. At that time, we're talking about something like 622 megabits bandwidth for one equipment, one optical port. But today, I think just a few days ago in London, we released our new equipment. And one wavelength support 800G. Then one system support 48 terabyte. Then 48 byte capacity. So that everything's changed very fast. So we have to keep ourselves updated to the new things.
Finally, which part of Huawei is more important, the mobile phones or the telecommunications networks?
Well, I think I have two kids, one boy and one girl, and they're all important. They're different.
Thank you very much, Huang Hongqi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hong Kong, a city of opportunity. Invest, where the world's most prominent international brands are flourishing, in a place that nurtures businesses so they grow, building connections between East and West. Set up shop in a place where an entrepreneurial spirit abounds. Launch and expand your business where smart also means safe, where you can easily find the talent with the right backgrounds and skills. Invest Hong Kong is here for you to get you started and help you grow, where business goes to grow.